What causes primary sclerosing cholangitis associated inflammatory bowel diseases? Don't worry if you don't know, because nobody does. Imagine your friend John Doe, who saw his doctor for persistent stomachache and fever. I must have eaten something funny, he thought, but his doctor disagreed. After running several tests, the doctor tells him that he suffers from a form of liver fibrosis called primary sclerosing cholangitis, or PSC. That he needs to start his treatment right away, but it will only take care of his symptoms because PSC is incurable. That he will need a liver transplant in the future, but the new liver could either be rejected or the PSC could return. That he has a 70% chance of developing another serious condition known as inflammatory bowel disease, or IBD, which again is incurable and may develop into colorectal cancer. John's heart sank. He's in his early 30s with only 10 to 20 years left to live. He's not alone though. About 30,000 young Americans have had this conversation with their doctors about PSC-IBD. But what makes PSC-IBD so dangerous and incurable? Well, we simply don't know enough about it because one, it is rarely diagnosed in humans. And two, there are no human relevant animal models to study the condition, which is what I plan to change. I study a mouse model that develops PSC or liver fibrosis at an early age, like humans. I then use antibodies to alter its immune system such that it develops inflammation of the large intestines and eventually IBD. Currently, I'm trying to establish this system as a valid model to study PSC-IBD. Our liver produces molecules called bile acids that help in digestion of fats. However, excessive bile acids can cause liver damage, leading to liver fibrosis, PSC, and even cancer. When in the gut, excessive bile acids could potentially damage the protective layer of the gut called the mucin layer, which protects the digestive tract from stomach acids and germs and keeps it healthy. PSC-IBD patients often have a damaged mucin layer, and I am trying to figure out whether excessive bile acids from the PSC damage the mucin layer in the gut, eventually leading to IBD, using my novel model of PSC-IBD. How will it help? Well, researchers can use this model to test and to create better diagnostic techniques for early detection and better preventative and treatment options against PSC-IBD. We can also use it to better understand the condition and hopefully be able to answer the question, what causes primary sclerosing cholangitis associated inflammatory bowel diseases? Thank you very much.